Five, four, three, two, one. Hello, 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 and welcome back. Welcome to Space Engineers on the Xbox, on the Series X, and the second recording of my mod showcase for Monster King Star Wars Bits. So, Monster King Star Wars Bits is an ambitious mod, and right from the start, it's one of my favourite mods so far now, along with Azimuth Remastered on the Xbox. Let's get right into this one. Without further ado, what do you get with it? There's a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to talk about it all. I'm only going to talk about the main things, which includes the new remodeled repulsor lift thrusters, some Star Wars hyperdrives, and a few other things. I will leave the mod link in the description of this video, and I'll also leave the notes from the mod in the description of the video as well, because they will tell you all the things that have changed, because ship speeds have been changed, projectiles have been changed, character speeds have been changed, and there's a lot in that regard to go through, but I'd rather focus on the bits that you can build with. So there's also a new skybox based on Six Dice's work, I believe, and that is a temporary addition, the Death Star there with the Monster King logo as a work in progress. But let's look at the mod page on here. So what we got, starting here, we have repulsor lifts. We get some small grid and we get some large grid. I'll show you the small grid after. You get, ignore that, because they've replaced the vanilla jump drives and they've replaced the hydrogen thrusters on this one. So they've got placeholder blocks there. There's instructions again on their mod page description for if you need to put that stuff back. You have your Star Wars hyperdrives, class 2s and class 1s. I'll show you those in a moment. And the Gemin Mark 1, as well as Mark 2s, Mark 3s, Mark 4s and 5s. These come in different sizes and they're huge. If I put this in front here, there's your Gemin Mark 1. Mark 2, Mark 1 even 2x2, Mark 1 3x3, 4x4, 5x5, and then we're moving to capital class ships, 5x1s, 7x2s, 9x2s. Then we're moving to Star Destroyers, 5x6, 7x8, 9x11, 13x17. And expect to use a lot of power when messing around with those. And then back to the 1x1s. So this is the Sargasso that I built as part of my tutorial series. Obviously, it was hydrogen powered, so all the hydrogen thrusters have been replaced by the Monster King block. Talented mod team. So what we're talking about, first of all, are repulsors. These things. You can get them in banks. You can also get them in here, this size, then you can get them in that bank size, and this size, and the thrusts vary. Look on the description of the video to see the type of thrusters they are. But what's really cool about this, and I believe one of our community members from the Xbox Facebook group was responsible for this little addition, or the idea, is the arrow shows you where the repulsor lift thrust is going to come from. So no more putting them down in the wrong way. As long as you have them in the cardinal directions that you need, with the arrows facing the right way, you'll be sorted. And to give you an idea, I've actually set up the Sargasso with some external stuff going on. So if we put the repulsors on, I've got them on my directions, and we can go. You can see the kind of speed they do. Very little power draw, and there's only 2 on each direction. These things are more than enough to shift a ship as heavy as this one. But if you want something a little more flashy, then you've got the Gemin thrusters in those different colours. I really like the amber and the flames from the amber. And these things are insanely fast. And they stop in seconds. There's your thrusters. I will probably be replacing the Sargasso thrusters for a version of this with these, because they are great. I really like them. So, next. Hyperdrives. Get these. Class 1, which will jump 15,000 kilometers with a mass of up to 15 million kilograms. This does 25 million kilograms at 20,000 kilometers. And they look great. The design is superb. They're a lot easier to place on a ship. Sleek. They've got some brilliant side design. They look really, really, really good. And what's great as well, going back to these, is because they have no block damage, you can hide them away inside a ship. So you can make a fully enclosed ship if you don't want your thrusters showing at all. You can just easily do that. And we've got something else about these hyperdrives I really, really like. So we go back into first person view, and we're just going to do a blind jump. These are the hyperdrive sounds from the Falcon. And you can see now that they're in recharge mode, and these lights will quite nicely move along until all of these are lit up and your drive is charged. That's the hyperdrive side of the mod. Remember, you've got your different coloured Gemins, so all the way from amber to red. And I talked about repulsors as well. So we're going to use the entity list. I'm just going to jump to my Odd Showcase HQ here on this save. It's a good example of seeing this skybox at night with the lighting effects and everything. Looks absolutely fantastic. Very, very, very cool. I say this is one of my favourite mods now. So why are we here? Well, let's get some sunlight. At least morning. We have this. These are the repulsor lift small grid, and if you want to be nice and careful about placing them down, there's a little notch you can see just there that you can use to place them how you want. I haven't been altogether bothered because I've just slapped them on, but if we go into this, turn them on, and they are very nippy. You can get some good light out of these things. They'd be perfect for scouts, perfect for fighters, and anything like that. You just want your ship to be, again, sealed. You don't want to mess around with anything like that. You can just quite happily pop these, close them all, forget about them. And the power draw's not too bad either. You'll also find that with this mod, that Star Wars feel, there's these. The TIE repulsors. My Atmo's off. Go to the control panel. Select the first one. Hold down the right bumper, press A, and then just keep tapping down on the D-pad with both right bumper and A held down. Use the left stick, move across to the right. We'll call these TIE R, and save off the block group. Then we'll pop them onto the second page by going to groups, TIE R, toggle block on and off. Then won't quite hear it yet, but if I go into cockpit view, you'll hear a familiar sound. And these things are fast. They do use a little bit more power, but they are quite capable of taking this little ship here out into space on their own. But it's great if you're a Star Wars fan and you love these sounds, because not only do you get to use these engines, you get the TIE sounds as well. I personally love this. Said they are extremely fast, extremely nippy, very, very See, if you come down too hard, you will cause a problem. That doesn't matter though. Considering this is a second save, we'll just leave this. Just going to get rid of it. So, one last thing. As part of your jump drives, there should also be small grid capable of a 5,000 kilometer jump with 2.5 million kilogram mass. Won't fit on this because, of course, it's not designed. Just hook it in there if I wanted. But that's the size of it. So if you're going to build a small grid ship, that's the kind of size you'd be looking for. Anyway, that is Monster Kings Star Wars Bits. A very brief look at it because there's a lot going on under the hood. As I said, I will leave that in the description. Hopefully you've enjoyed this one. This has been a mod showcase, and I will catch you in the next one. So stay safe, take care, have fun, enjoy the game, happy engineering. Bye for now.